Traders, welcome back to another Relentless recap. You guys know the drill. As you're tuning in, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And of course, if you are a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, today was a crazy, crazy day here in the markets. And our P&L on the day, how did we do? We finished up $3,000. $3,000, guys, in just 1 hour and a half of trading here today. Now, with that being said, as good as the day today was, there are still some areas for improvements, right? And stock CWB. Now, you guys know that I put out that Discord announcement, and so, as to be expected, there was a flood of DMs again. And so I was literally, responding to DMs and converting people to blue members all day long. And in doing so, I'm here. My charts are off screen at the time, and I'm just replying away. This thing is hitting the scans, and the volume for the scanner is turned off. The voice alerts. So I had to turn my head. That's all I had to do was turn my head like this, right? Like this to like this. And I could have seen this thing giving this crazy, crazy move. You know, at the level where we're at right now, uh, there's a very high chance. I'd say, like 85%, 90% chance that if we can see this type of move early enough, we will do well and capitalize. And so this is literally the difference of maybe an extra 1K on the day. It is significant because we're already in a good gear. It's already a very nice day. We have every reason to be aggressive. We just need to watch this here for the break of the highs. But we missed it, and that's all right. You can't catch them all. Opportunity will cost. Time that you're spending doing one thing is time that you're not spending doing something else. You're in college, you're graduating, and you have to choose. Am I going to be an RN nurse, a registered nurse, or am I just going to go all out and be a doctor? One might require more school, one might require, longer hours. Which one do you choose? How does this affect your family? How's the income going to be affected at the end of it? So opportunity always will cost. And today opportunity definitely cost, but that's all right because this is the market. And one thing we know about the market is that opportunities are in abundance. And so we will be back tomorrow bright and early. With that being said, let's jump into some of the other stocks here today. CWBR, very impressive. Pre-market, really nice move. And as we saw, beautiful red to green, consolidated sideways, and faded out just a little bit here in pre-market, or rather after hours. Moving on, HEPA. HEPA, this one was in play yesterday. I did include it on the watch list, I believe. This was in play yesterday. It wasn't bad. Looking at it, it seems like, man, it was just a little grindy and sideways. But in some areas, the candlesticks are actually moving fairly well. It pushed up into the close, pulled back here into after hours and pre-market, but bounced up into the open. So I'm watching at it, and I took a few trades as we broke out over, I believe, 1855, and then again up here at 1987 for some trades. So the standard breakout entries, right? We're coming up to a key trend line area, and let's put on the show trades here just to make sure, right? We're coming up to certain key areas. Okay, it was over here. So getting in, getting out quickly. The volume was light, but it still moved fairly well. So we have 1855. It broke out. It pulls back. It starts to hold above the level. And what entry did I take right here? Well, we were wedging, very subtly into this area. So I'm watching, and it's like, hey, can we see a breakout over this level? As soon as this candle makes the new high, Relentless trader, I'm in, and it rips up. So we go from 1869 to $1964 share before it pulls back and then rips up again. And then likewise with over here, I'm watching, okay, this is yesterday's high. We're slowly inching up volume starts to hit the tape, I'm in. And I tried to, how did this one go? In at 1987 out of 2018. So yeah, not bad in there. You know, I'm not using huge share size here. Volume is a little lighter. It's $20 stock. So pretty good stuff there. Um, Moving on to, what's the next one here? OCEA. Let's talk about OCEA. OCEA, I want to say if I was watching this one exclusively, I could have done better here. But, you know, you're watching other stocks, and again, opportunity is going to cost. This stock did have a lot of range and did move pretty well. So it starts off, you know, pre-market, not bad, curls up nicely. It's pushing up. More volume gets in around 9 a.m. And it continues here, holds up the pre-market VWAP levels into the open, breaks the pre-market highs, and it does all right. Initially, it does give a big pullback here, which was a little tricky, but from there, pushed up, new highs, pulled back into the previous key trend line area, right? And gives a beautiful bounce all the way back up. From there, another pullback comes in, and then we start to pull away again. So, you know, looking at the candlesticks, it did seem a little choppy. Well, not seem. It looks choppy here looking at it, but in the moment, it felt pretty good, right? It felt pretty good. And I think I got caught in just one big flush. But besides that, you know, it was pretty good. And this flush I got caught in, I had the chance to sell for a 5-cent loss, which I really should have just took that loss, you know. Thinking back about it, I mean, it opened up like 60 cents to the downside in that area. I could have easily been out. It might have been right here. It's hard to remember, but it might have been right here. But this thing was moving nice, man. In fact, what we can do too, when we get to 10:45, we'll pull up a recording from the archive. So it pulls back, it curls back up. It's not ready yet, right? It's still having some trouble here. So we have this much bigger pullback now. If we zoom out here a little bit, we get more context. So we pull back, sideways consolidation. It holds up the 200 EMA area, bottoming wick. And we talk about subtleties and you know, where do we take entries? If you're watching at this, right? If you're watching at this 200 EMA area, and you're risking off of this low at 837, it bounces back up to 8, 55. It's like, if you're in here, we never make a new low again. And this allows you to really and truly hold this thing. It breaks over the previous high, you know, small flag right here, or let's say more like a 3-bar play, rips up, continues higher, rips up again. And so from 9 up to 12 before pulling back. But let me show you guys how the price action was looking, right? You know, this type of stock just comes down to share size. If you're looking to push some size, you can do some damage. And shout out to Marcelo, the other, you know, teacher here at MMU, right? Who did $10,000, making about 8,000, I think, on this stock right here, OCEA. So he's getting aggressive, pushing that share size, and completely dominating this one. I believe Crispy might have also did like 10,000. These guys are going nuts on this thing. So watch this area here. Let's go back some more. So I'm watching at it, right? I realize it needs a quick dip, so I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get back in. I'm in, and look at how fast this goes right here. So I'm in at 95. It rips up to 35. The moment I sell, it goes up another 30 cents. I'm back in here, and I'm in at 58, selling at 83 right there. Guys, just like that, you know, just like that, we've already made 60 cents. And that's just on one candle in one area throughout this entirety of this move, right? Is there risks? Is there risk, right? Is there risk? And is there a chance of you giving back profits in certain areas? The answer is yes. But if you're watching at this thing, you're dialed in, you can capture some good gains. So, you know, just like that, we got ourselves up to $400. And I thought it was going to get halted here. It ended up not getting halted. But yeah, you know, that's the type of, like, you know, moves this one was giving. So very impressive stuff. That was around 10:45 in this area, right? So we had a bit of an uptrend. another big move, and then pulls back. So if we put on the show trades again, right, this is between 1048 and then 1106. And then also we had some trades around 9:53 and 10 a.m. So when we go on to the stock that I did the best on, um, you'll see that I was kind of trading this one throughout those time frames as well, right? So again, we mentioned opportunity costing. Sometimes you wish you can clone yourself, and trade at three different, time, but trade at the same time, but you can't do that, right? You can't do that. But yeah, let's get rid of the show trades here. This one starts off with a beautiful uptrend and then a very long consolidation. On the breakout here, again, I hesitated. And, a lot of it is because, we've tried so many times. Once, twice, you can even say 3 and 4. But when the volume comes in, I'm a little hesitant here. It looked good. I should have gotten in. So we still got to do a little bit of a better job trusting the areas a little bit more. And this ripped up nicely. But from there, we got in rhythm and we traded it nicely throughout this area here. And ultimately, we did very well. We did very well. You know, this stock was just, I mean, it's a type of stock, if you're trusting the entries and you're being patient, you did all right. Cutting the losses where you have to cut the losses, being very quick, and then not over trading the backside, which we did attempt to take a 5-minute pullback, but it wasn't bouncing. So it's like, okay, that's it, you know. So we traded 167,000 shares of volume. If we're to pull up some of the video here, we didn't have one moment where we really did crazy gains. It was more gradual through and through. I think the break of three, we saw something. Right, so we got 282 for highs. Let's fast forward just a little bit. So right here, this was a decent trade here. So I'm in at 91. Was this after? Let's see. Let's see. How did this go? Because it's showing the high at 315. I'm wondering if I hesitated on the breakout here. Well, you see that? I was distracted. I was doing something with the charting there. I was looking at the charting. Maybe I was about to put a trend line. It just rips up. But sometimes you can't catch it. So I'm back. I'm like, okay, dips down at 80. We just had resistance at 80. Can we hold above 80? So I'm in at 83. I sell for a couple cents gain right there. It looks like it's going to continue. So I'm back in 91. We get a high of 97, but I'm not back out immediately. So I left some money on the table there, but it starts to then hold right here. I'm in and out, not holding as long because it seems like, hey, are we sure we want to go back up over 3? If not, I don't need to be getting a falling knife. So right here, I'm watching. I'm going to take 90 again right here, I think. And we'll fast forward for time. Yeah, I'm going to take 90 again right here. And then I'm going to just kind of, watch and see, can we get back over $3 here? Can we get back over $3? I go down to 500 shares. I sell one. It's still fluctuating. I'm all out. And I believe I get back up here. So here we go. I'm back in at 90. It seems to be holding 90. Can we push? 90 on the bids, 90 on the bids. There's some selling, there's some selling, there's some selling. 90 on the bids. So I'm like, okay, there's people are buying it here. There may be a hidden buyer. I'm going to jump back in, tight stop again. Can we get over 3? Can we get over 3? Okay, I'm going to fast forward for time. Oh, okay, maybe we wait. Okay, we'll wait. So I'm back in at 90 for the last time. And the volume picks up again. You see how that volume just comes in on level 2 right there? That's what we want to see. Let's look at it again. So I was out, but it's still holding like a hidden buyer's here or something. So I'm like, you know what? Let's get back in. Here it goes. It just gets ready. It rips up. We take that trade off the table. We're in. We bought twice, going up to 3K. And we're back out. Nice trades. Now we get back up to 2,500, and it's like, okay, now it's game on. We're kind of now pushing full size again, and of course we'll even add 2-3 times. And I can show you guys a 12,000 share trade I attempted to take. Think or swim, man. Where was it? It might have been in here somewhere. As this is gonna attempt a break of two, I think I started hitting the buy button. I'm like, you know what? This thing looks like it means business. It's time to get serious. So watch this. HTCR left hand side of the screen. There's two on the bids. It seems to be holding. I'm in 4,000 at 01. I'm all out. It's, initially it's fluctuating here. What does it want to do? What does it want to do? What does it want to do? Are we going to see this move or not? So I'm waiting. And then we had a small bid in there. You can see in this green, I've hit the buy button 3 more times already. So I'm now aiming for the 10,000 shares. And I want to see this go up into a halt. And it's not going to stop. It's not going to keep going. This is a little risky. I'm being very aggressive here for this. At this point, I'm thinking this is the stock of the day. This is why I'm doing this. I'm like, this is the one. The other ones, look at the other ones. Red, 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 right? So I'm like, okay, this is the one. And recently we've been seeing the main stock be very strong once it gets ready to go. So can I be in early, get that quick move into the halt, and then be in the driver's seat the rest of the day? So boom, 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 12. Look at how this position is filling right here. Look at this. Look at how this is filling, right? Let's let it play. The rest of the position fills nicely, but what is this? Lag, 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 lag. There we go. But this is not ripping. My average is not great, but I expected us to be at 15, 20 here. So I'm like, you know what? Eventually I'm going to say, you know what? I got to start cutting this. Look at the lag. Lag, 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 lag. It felt so slow. Of course, eventually it's going to go. Let's fast forward some more. So I had to wait like 2, 3 minutes. If I waited 3 minutes with that position, we would have been looking pretty good. But I expected a faster move. Yeah, 3 minutes more. I could have been in at 7, out at like 28. But there's a lot of risk trying to hold that type of size in that area. But you see how we opened up much more nicely over the high of day level that we were at right here. And of course, if we fast forward more, we know how it really played out. It continued going. Looking hindsight, if I held 12,000 shares to 340, 30, $40,000 day. But we know that's not how it works. Can't read the future that well. So that'll do it for the recap, guys. Remember, if you are interested in joining MMU, to use coupon code MANIFEST, which will give you 50% off. Be sure to submit your video. There's 2 days left. The coupon code will be finished at the end of the month. There's 2 more days left to submit for a free membership, right? The MMU Manifesting My Future Challenge. So be sure to follow these steps right here if you're interested. And check out Marcelo's recap from today as well. Marcelo, he's making it normal. $5,000 days, $10,000 days is the norm now. And of course, this is the other teacher here at MMU, right? So be sure to check them out. And for all the students, these archives will be uploaded so you guys can rewatch, rewind, pause it, see what we're doing, and see everything with level 2. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys later tomorrow, bright and early, 9 a.m. again. It's been Relentless Trader. Check out that video talking about the changes to Discord. And, I'll catch you guys later. All right, I'll catch you guys later. I am, of course, signing out.